All right, hello everyone. Today we are looking at if having field of view increase or decrease is going to be more or less valuable. Now, as you can see, I actually have the max amount of field of view for world FOV and the field of view for just the weapon FOV. So we are actually going to go test this just like we did last time. I'm going to use a different weapon. I'm thinking that it's going to be harder to use those like sights with magnification on them. So I am going to try to use bigger, wider open sights. So something like this, this sight. And I think I'll try to use the SRO and maybe just see how it goes. So let's get this going. So obviously the benefit of this is that you're going to have much more visual awareness, but you're going to have less accuracy because obviously you're not going to be able to see exactly what you're shooting. And from distances, it's going to be a little bit trickier. So let me just load up this map really quickly so people can not leave, know that we're still playing the game. Because, you know, people love to leave when there's not much going on. Maybe I should try a different weapon. Let me think. What will be a good weapon? Maybe I'll do... You know what? Let's give this some love, eh? What do you think? Give the AK some stuff here. We'll do JHP, because I think JHP is a little bit better for AK most of the time. So this does have a lot of recoil. There's virtually no recoil reduction on this, and by virtually none, I mean there is none. So yeah, we're just gonna see how this goes. Obviously, the cool benefit of having a wider FOV is that it's cool to see your weapons. So that's one thing that's actually really cool, is that you can see your tattoos, your watch, you know, see all your drip, as they say. Oh, this man has a mustache. Man, what character has a mustache? Let me guys know who has a mustache. Maybe I can figure it out. But I mean, who has a mustache in the game? Is it Atlas or something, or Box, or who? I don't know all the names. But all right, let's see how this goes. So this is hard mode, just like last time. Okay, so look at that separation of that laser pointer. Tell me how that makes logical sense, but whatever. Oh, okay, that was close. So if I was using the other one, absolutely. I do have a short barrel on this, of course. Let's go over here. Hopefully my team gets in here quicker. Here we go. Well, obviously for like this kind of CQB, absolutely this is going to be way more valuable than anything. Of course, compared to that close. I don't know if I would have survived it with the other FOV, honestly. Oh, that's a good guy. Man, I just saw his silhouette. That's another issue, is like identifying targets. You might have a little bit harder time identifying targets. Now, you're going to see targets, engage targets quicker. Absolutely the case, right? At least in these closer ranges. Because you have insane awareness. It's just trying to get that accuracy as well. At distance. Blow this. Sounds like we're already in this room, but I'm just going to blow this anyway. Hopefully I didn't kill anybody. I heard a body drop. That's not good. Okay, we're still doing good. I'll try to take this hostage shot if there is one. Yell. Okay. Nice and quiet, nice and quiet. Gonna go over here. I assume everybody's cleared up here, obviously. Hopefully everyone can do this together. I assume we've cleared all this. I do have JHP. Do full auto on this door. Like visually, I love the visual of it way more in terms of like the aesthetics. I'm gonna blow it back up. Let's wait for everybody else. Okay, 3, 2, 1. It definitely helps with like the visual. Like I can stand here and see the whole entire room. That's kind of crazy. You really think about it. Let this man back. Let this man back. He's getting hit. What are you doing? Light him up. I really wanted to get around the corner. Oh, I did not mean to shoot him. I shot him through him. That was my bad. I'll be honest. This FOV is making me play way faster. It makes me want to be really aggressive and just shoot everybody. Because like I have like crazy visual, you know, information. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. I'm just shooting it. I'm too excitable now with this FOV. It feels like it's too powerful. It's too powerful, honestly. It's just making me want to shoot everybody. Oh man, he didn't even loot the thing. In terms of like general, as I said before, it's going to help with recoil reduction, and it's not going to like decrease physically how much your gun is being raised when you shoot. In theory, technically speaking, if technically you are moving less of your screen information away, right? Because if you're zoomed in really, really tight, as I showed you with the video before, if you have that zoomed in all the way and you shoot, and then the weapon raises and you don't know where you're shooting because you can't find that target again, that's kind of the case when you have that crazy FOV zoomed in, right? When it's like this, you don't have that. You have great visibility of like how you should be sticking onto that target. You don't need to acquire that target. So it does actually add a lot of like helpfulness to it. Now this is another like kind of like CQB one, where it's going to be really, really strong to have this wide FOV. I do think I am going to put more rounds in this. I'm not going to use a shield. I think we're going to go a little bit speedier. I do think having a pistol with an AK is good, because like you reload really slowly, quite frankly, with this weapon. You know what? I have one. I just need one. I just need to be careful with my thing. I love the full auto with AK. Come on, who doesn't? The best sound ever. All right, so let's do this. We got a couple people here. It looks like he's rocking a 10mm. Oh, I'm gonna make a video about that later. 7.62. I hate that weapon. It sucks, in my opinion. I wish it was better, but as the stats go, not great. Bad recoil for slow swap time on that bad shit. It's really bad. All right, so I probably should have looked at taser. That was silly of me to apprehend what's his face, but hopefully I don't shoot him and kill him too bad. But yeah, so like this is absolutely, having this higher FOV, the wider view, is absolutely going to give you more awareness. So like you're less likely to be caught off guard and essentially die, right? Because if you have like really high visual awareness, you can see enemies and you can like at least engage them, maybe less accurately because of the accuracy as I kind of talked about, but you're still going to be able to like really quickly start engaging them. And I guess for pistol too. And there's like pistol wobble, right? And like when you're walking and stuff, like a lot of like movement. At least you're like keeping it down range, you know? And it's not like you can't see stuff. Let me see this slowly. Break this glass so I can see through it. Fire this off. That off really aggressively. I'm gonna do full auto. Oh, okay. Pop this stop. Open. It's already down. It's already going down. Uh-oh. Is that friendly? Or... Okay. Like, that's crazy. Like, I can look at this door while seeing the other door. Like, that's crazy value. Oh, I did not mean to kill him. Oopsie. For these quick, close engagements, like where you don't need accuracy, this is absolutely going to be helpful. That's the only issue, is that obviously you're removing your accuracy values, right? Because you're not like... Oh, I couldn't tell if that was a good or bad guy. A good guy or bad guy? I can't tell. So I did take out that guy. It looked like one of our team, didn't it? Like, that's going to be the issue with this, right? It's like engaging people who you think are your team or not. This is going to be a really bad thing. So I did get them. Because, like, from a distance, he really looked like one of my teams. So I kind of, like, hesitated. So, like, absolutely, this is going to be more detrimental. Absolutely. I'm sure resolution might play a role in this, in terms of, like, you know, all this kind of stuff. So you're definitely going to be less accurate. Absolutely. Because like, obviously if there's like slight movements are going to move your accuracy a lot more. Obviously you're going to be less accurate, right? Yeah, I'm going to assume that's clear. Do full auto here just in case I engage somebody. Oh. Well, like I took that guy out super quick, saw him, snapped the target, right? Really easy. Really easy target acquisition. But I'll be honest, like when it comes to like seeing my team, it's hard. It's slightly hard to discern whether it's a good guy or a bad guy. Like that's the issue, right? I mean, I actually, I'll be honest, I actually love this perspective. It actually helps so much with like visibility. And you, I don't know, there's just something about seeing your weapon. I don't know what it is. It's just like you can admire it. Look at this light. This light is literally just put here for me where I can look at my weapons here. Look how beautiful that is. That's incredible. See this? Look at this. Look at that. That's just so good. If you do want to see me play more of this field of view, max field of view, you can just click in my description below. If not, I'm just going to jump right ahead to like my conclusions about it. I don't talk too much about it in terms of the specific details. If you want to see more of that, you're going to have to check out the other video. It's just it's an unlisted video in the description. So it's just me playing through a few maps and kind of discussing specific points about whether or not I think it's good or bad and, you know, what reasons why. All right, I'm gonna just stop here. I think we got enough like information to kind of like the experience of this. So I definitely think this FOV is great for like awareness, and it will absolutely save you, right? But then it'll actually make all engagements worse because you have less like visual information of like where you're aiming. You'll be less accurate and all that stuff. So when you are trying to aim for like a hostage situation and you're trying to hit the enemy target holding the hostage, or let's say, for example, you're like really down range, far away, and you can't really identify it's your teammate, and then you hesitate to shoot. And then, of course, you're going to get shot at. And sometimes that might be the end of you or not, depending. But it's definitely going to be a downside in that kind of way. Max FOV is really awesome, honestly, in a lot of other ways, though. Like those close CQB engagements, I think it's really, really valuable. But once you start getting that further distance, it's going to obviously be the downside. If you like with different resolutions, I think it's going to be very different. So if you have like a really, really big monitor, for example, with a really, really high resolution, I think this is going to be a lot easier because not only is your screen bigger, right, because you can see more theoretically, you'll also be able to utilize like seeing a bit better because of that resolution, I assume. I'm just kind of guessing at this point, but I imagine that it would make a big difference if you do have like a really, really big screen and you have like a really, wide FOV like this, maxed out FOV, you'll be able to see a lot and you still be able to see like physically like the detail, right? Because of how, big the resolution is and all that other stuff. So definitely if you have like a wide resolution, huge, monitor, for example, it's going to be really valuable. If it's a regular monitor, like if it's like a 1080 resolution monitor, then yeah, like 1920 by 1080, I imagine it's going to be very valuable to just go play at like a more regular FOV. And then when it comes to having this huge field of view, there's just obviously going to be downsides, right? There's obviously going to be a lot of strengths too. So this kind of depends on the map you're doing, your strengths, and if you have like different types of hardware or better monitor, this might be more or less valuable depending. So I think a lot of people do already play kind of like this. I'm not sure what they think about it. I would be kind of curious to see what you guys think. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Do you guys use like crazy max FOV on everything, weapon and world FOV, or do you guys play on like a lower FOV? Let me know. And let me know if you guys are interested in seeing me playing my world FOV max and then my my weapon FOV, the lowest it can go. I'd be kind of curious to see if you guys want to watch that. So anyway, that is going to be it for the video. Thank you for watching and have a good day.